Holy hot chocolate. Ooh, my next guest fulfills those fantasies that some of you guys have about really smart, naughty nurses. She's also one of the first adult film stars that's African American and alternative. At least she's the first one I've seen, but she's drop dead gorgeous. She has her own space downtown in this huge studio that used for like really cool shoots. There's like Coco Chanel section, a 90s video. Anyway, look, what am I doing? Just watch the interview or listen to it if you're on the podcast. Let's welcome Miss Ebony Mystique.
I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, I didn't say that. Where did most of your fans find your work? Like, what websites can they go on to besides OnlyFans?
Besides OnlyFans, I'm working on my own website, number one. Let's talk about that. But beyond that, of course, you'll see a lot of me on browsers because that's where I'm exclusively contracted to. So you'll see a lot of me there, but a lot of my independent work, like I have a movie out, a movie series out. There's like 4 of my Foxy Brown scenes, as we were just talking about the 70s and the 60s
Love
again.
her. Yes.
So Foxy Brown is on Adult Empire, the VOD streaming site. So they can definitely go there to see my independent work. That's work that me and my videographer put together. And that actually was bestseller for like consecutive weeks during COVID on Adult Empire. So that was amazing in itself too. So yeah, pretty much I'm everywhere. Google.
Yeah, that's a really great thing. It's just Google. It's a crazy machine. You never think that would exist, like now, looking back. So tell us about your studio, because that was the first thing that drew me to you is A, she's gorgeous, she's tatted, she's of color, and here she is in the Urban X Awards. This is a big deal. I mean, it's such a long way we've come with these things in adult. Now, yeah, I want to know about your studio and what you're doing there.
Okay, so I decided to go ahead and open up a production studio in downtown LA. We're here actually right now.
Ooh.
Give you a
Hey,
little.
in the background. Tell him to say hi. He should wave.
Oh yeah, that's my videographer. We're gonna go ahead and get to it. But it's real cute. There's about 4 different sets. We have a 90s room theme set. I don't know if you have a little time. I'll give you a little quick.
Oh my God.
This is our 90s room.
Oh my God, it's a video game.
Yep, I have a lot of what do you call it? Let me see if I can turn my camera around so I can see. Nostalgia, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Oh my God. Barbie.
That's even the real Soaker from the 90s. So remember these guys. So this is our 90s theme room. Remember Blockbuster?
Yeah, I like video games. Oh, wait, what's a video game? Because I want to.
Oh, that's The Simpsons. That was one of my favorite games back then. So we did a little bit of cool. That's the real signed poster from the girls, Spice Girls. God. Remember Hey Arnold? And Nickelodeon.
Wow, and the phone.
And I dressed her.
Huh?
She got on a little Coogee, little Versace, you know. Yeah. She back in the 90s. Then we had Basquiat. Got Ren and Stimpy, remember them? And of course, Beavis and Butthead. And then what else we have? We have our Candy Girl room.
Oh my God.
So this reminds me of like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
So really cute. There's Simona getting some gum. I had someone make that for me. And these little bed lights. There's our little Willy Wonka golden ticket. Just little fun things. So there's our Chanel room. We have 4 theme sets. Little telephone booths.
London.
There's our mini me from Austin Powers. And this is my favorite, of course.
Ooh.
Our little Chanel room. I call this the Coco room.
Is that a Chanel umbrella?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. See, that's really different. You never see, I mean, it would take days to build really cool things like that way back when, but now you just have it under one studio.
Yes. It took a few months because I kept adding, but I had just recently, it was more or less for like influencers and, you know, those kind of, but I just recently opened it up to adults. So we've had some pretty good support with that already. So I was really happy to see my people, my coworkers come in here and have fun too.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. What's the name of the studio?
Luxury Journey Studios.
So
Luxury
yeah,
Journey.
I like this. So even if you're an influencer and if you are shooting stuff, you should just go into Luxury Journey because I'm telling you, the Chanel set is really cool. And a lot of you probably are not cool enough to ever know what a video game is, like a real video game. So you could pretend you're cool. I'm sorry, I have to say it. You could pretend you're cool for a
Pretend.
day. Yeah, because that's all it is. It's selling a fantasy that you know what a 90s video game is, like playing The Simpsons or before
We
that.
had real
Pac-Man.
fun. I
Yeah.
miss the 90s. So it was really
See?
fun creating that stuff.
And what was it like growing up for you? Did you want to be a nurse? Did you want to, like, what were you listening to back then? And do you from here?
Little Kim.
Love
And then
Little
when
Kim.
I wasn't supposed to be, remember those CDs you used to like, they come with a book and then you send them and maybe you get them for like $1. I don't know, so
Yeah.
many back. So I used to just order all kind of CDs, but Lil Kim was one of my favorites, and I ended up doing styling for her, which was a gag, um, and part of my fashion career. But growing up was fun. I'm from the East Coast. I was born between Connecticut and New York. It's just normal when you're from the East Coast, the Tri-City. So you get to see both, and both kind of mimic each other. And there's always fast paced and always up, and everything's always awake. And like, are you ready to go? I don't know. It's just fun. Like, seasons didn't matter. In the snow, we're outside. Out in the summer, we're outside. Like, New York is in Connecticut. The East Coast is all about like being outside, having fun. Like, I feel like Californians are super more laid back and totally into their homes, because now I'm like that. Like, I try to like get my home super comfortable so I ain't got to go out all the time. I don't know. So growing up was just fun, good food. Like, back home, you can travel through different states in a couple of hours. In California, you're still in California. So
Yeah.
I don't know. So many more beaches and just fun.
Yeah.
Growing
I
up was
don't think
fun.
so. Back, we don't have Cracker Barrel here. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
really?
no Cracker
I didn't
Barrel
even
in
notice that
California.
you did.
Huh?
Wow, I didn't even look for that place. That's crazy because I love their place. So
Yeah, it's
cute.
amazing. I mean, I had a culture shock moving out here. Did you feel like what was it that actually drew you out here, if you don't mind my asking?
Well,
Was it
my
the weather?
dad, he's
Oh,
he's from California.
okay.
Well, he's from Alabama, but he was living in California damn near all his life, and came out here for college and got my education for nursing here. And so I kind of just stayed because I work. But I traveled back home a couple of times. It's like, okay, this is cute for like a week. Ready to go back home.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I do miss New York a lot, so I go back as often as I can. I think the pandemic, I came in right when the pandemic started. I flew back from New York City. So to this day, we don't know if I had a flu or if I had COVID because I was walking around without a hooded sweatshirt on in the rain. And I went to Pilates and I left Pilates and I was walking around in the rain without a hoodie for like 40 minutes. Then I got sick for like
Was
2 days.
that like November or like a little bit before the whole COVID thing, like maybe months ago, before, maybe like even a year ago,
It
before
was,
COVID hit?
yeah, it was 2020. It would be March or April.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we used to talk about that in the nurses station.
it's
Just about like, because
exactly.
we're all sick with these weird fevers. We tested, it wasn't influenza. They just said it was a virus. This was way before COVID like hit, like months before. And I remember the thing that used to work was the medicine ball from Starbucks, like even like over the counter cough medicine, which they don't recommend anyway. But anyway, just something. Yeah, we were all saying, I wonder if this was COVID that we had before, because they didn't know what it was. I remember that time.
Yeah, I took like a Z pack with like vitamin C. I
Mm-hmm.
was gone in like a day. I have friends that had COVID that took it. Not that I know, I don't know the look, I'm not giving advice on COVID. I'm just saying that, some people handle it differently. Like you just take your Z pack and your high dose of vitamin C
They do.
and don't go having sexual intercourse with strange people that look homeless or some shit. It's really that
Hello?
simple, to be quite frank with you. I mean, when they let
Right.
those inmates out, that was it. I'm like, okay, so they're letting inmates out. Are they going to look like the guys in the movie Shot Caller? Is that what we're going to see? Like those,
What are we
yeah.
working with?
What are we working with? Exactly. Then you see these scrawny assholes. They're probably like pedophiles or some shit, or like low rent
Right. You
drug
want
dealers.
eating in
I'm like,
there.
yeah, never mind. Just go back to whatever state. You're like, you're boring. I don't want to see that.
For
But
real.
yeah, so this is really good that you I mean you have your own thing going. You really are a CEO boss babe. But what do you have like what's in store for you now? Or are you just going with it? Because you seem like you've got plans, I think.
Yeah, I want to see where the adult thing will take me. I gotten most of my goals met already in such a short time, which is crazy, amazing. Playboy Centerfold, we're exclusive to browsers. I'm making good money. I'm having fun, which that's the most amazing thing to me about this whole thing. It's fun, and I don't even think about the money, but money is being made. More mainstream. I want to get into like more like reality TV or like movies, and people really enjoy my personality and my acting in adults. So, I can really show them what I got. And I got some good acting skills. I'm just a good I like to be a good person. So, whatever that means for everybody, like I'm totally for it. Mhm.
Yeah,
And I like to
it'll work
make
out.
people laugh and feel good, and yeah. So
I hope
mainstream
it works out.
things.
Yeah. Well, you had that connection with love and hip hop. So maybe like the whole concept possibly again, this is just me chit-chatting and I've only had coffee this morning, by the way, people, or espresso, really strong espresso. The only like the whole reality-based thing should be around your studio. Does that make sense? Because I'm sure you're going to get
It
characters
does.
coming in and out of there all the time.
It does. And I can't really give too many names right now, but just say or talking about a guy, somebody that everybody knows for like being the king of reality TV, has pitched a show deal with me where I'm executive producing, and it totally focuses on top adult stars, women or trans females in one residential house, and top OnlyFans models together. And we have been shooting the reel, and the trailer will be coming out this year. So there is a show kind of brewing for reality TV. And you're not gonna miss it. You'll see what we're doing really, really soon. But I'm under NDA, so I can't say too much.
Well, our
But
wigs
I'm
can at
super
least come off.
excited.
I hope no one's like hair pieces and wigs pop off or some shit because that's painful. I have to tell you.
Well, there'll be some of that because they're in his actual real life shit. There's some tea. There's some people in the house that really got problems with each other. People in the house that actually want to fucking love each other. So this will be very interesting. And so far, we've been having an amazing time. There's been a lot of love coming from the support of celebrities, which sometimes that can be kind of gray when you're dealing with adult stars or sex workers or whatever. I think everyone's a sex worker in some way, whether you're giving love or time or patience. It depends on how you monetize or how you think about currency. Or I think my time is important. I think about it as like money in a way, because it's like time we're spending time. So it all depends on how you perceive things. But I just know that this is going to be amazing. You get to see us normally, which I learned most people want to see that. That's what's viral. And that's what they want to see. They already see you kind of as this person. What do you do normally? Like, what kind of food do you eat? What do you do for skincare? Do you fart? Like, just weird stuff. Like, are you human? So they'll see us being ourselves.
Yeah. I think that's a very important aspect of most people in general is not having a mask on, but people have to understand people aren't always married to the truth. So, and like I have a one woman show. It's 90, I say 97 or
That you're
96.
killing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Period. Giving flowers. Yes,
I'm
you.
trying. It's fun, but
Her.
you can't be married to the truth in there. There's a lot of it. Because when you mentioned little Kim, she and I share something very interesting in common. We once had the same lawyer,
Ooh.
but the difference is like the saying was that he passed away, by the way. The saying was that all of his clients did time. Some
You
people got
went to
away
no
with
jail.
it though, huh?
I said you didn't go to jail.
Well, maybe not that time, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, it's very interesting. And I remember he was her lawyer, and this is way after I used him. I'm like, I hope she stays away from this guy because she's going to end up going into
Yeah,
jail, which
why
she
he's
did.
saying that? Like, hold on. Well, that's horrible news.
Yeah, well, he's horrible. I'm like, this is really bad. It's like, how do we get a hold of her to let her know this guy's dumb? And it's like, bam,
Not the one.
yeah.
Wow.
It's like, you know, that they lie. The second they open their mouths, that's when lawyers are lying. And that's advice for everyone, by the way. But yeah, you're very interesting because it's a different genre of things going on now. And with alternative, this is something people did not go near back in the day. It's a very tough thing. Do you anticipate any more like piercings or hair colors or something like hot pink, blue?
No, I'm pretty much settled in who I am and who I want to be. I'll probably just like fix my body maybe as things go on, because that's just what I like. Like, I don't want to be, even when I'm an old bitch, I want to be an old bad bitch. So it's just like, maintaining myself, being healthy. But no, there's nothing, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. So,
Yeah,
you know.
it's true. And what are the socials people can find you on? Like all your socials, and I'll still look them up too.
Yes, I just changed my social media, the Instagram. I believe it's the official Ebony Mystique 1. And then my Twitter is Ebony Mystique 1. And my OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/Ebony_Mystique. And whatever else you can't find, just Google me. I'll be
Yeah,
around. I ain't going nowhere, guys. I'm here for a while.
that's good because there's so many tourists, and that's what I call them, tourists in this business, that they just kind of like going by, oh, maybe I'll try that, maybe I'll try that, oh, I don't like it, then they go, or they're just like walking around and they have no clue what the business is. Now, is there anyone in the business that you have not worked with yet that you want to, like Mr. Marcus or anyone like that?
Just Danny D. I'm waiting for a Danny D scene, which Rogers is supposed to be putting together. So Danny D. Oh, and J Mac.
Okay, well then there you go. There you go. So hopefully that wish list
I'm waiting for you guys.
Yeah. And by the way, what is your favorite food? Because you have beautiful skin. So what do you do?
Thank you. For my skin routine?
For both.
Or
Like,
food?
what's your food, first of all, and what do you put on your skin?
I like a lot of like fresh juices. I'm a juicing person. I love juices, and I kind of just drink those throughout the day a lot of the times without eating, maybe one meal, to be honest. I feed off of fruit and juice a lot of the times. And just black soap, and I got a serum that I use. My the girl that does my face, esthetician, I guess they call, she gave me her serum, which I'll go ahead and give to you so you can give to them. But she is really good, really
What is it?
natural. It's a face serum. It's some oil that she
What's her
made.
name?
Her name is Butterfly.
Okay.
Jesus, I'll get her Instagram to you too.
Please,
But
I
she's out of
appreciate
Las
it.
Vegas. She's really sweet. I'll get her, or her Butterfly Baddies or something like that. I
It's
forget what she
always
called
good.
herself, but her name is Sierra.
Oh, well, see, guys should know this, fans need to know this, because if in case you want to send her something for her birthday, it's like exactly a month after mine, you know where to buy this stuff. Like, don't
Yes,
be
give us
cheap.
gifts, guys. We love
Yeah.
gifts.
Can't be cheap because it's already out there on the internet. And the beauty of the internet nowadays is you actually own your own content. So that's amazing. And you're amazing. And I
You're
wish you
amazing. Thank you
thank
for
you.
having me.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you, and good luck with the house, with the photo house. I think it's going to go really well with your studio. And give
I
us the name of the
appreciate that.
studio again.
Luxury Journey Studios.
Ooh,
I'll give
it
you that
is,
link to us on Peer Space, guys, downtown LA. Come on through.
yeah, it is a luxury space. I probably want to go there and take a take a tour of it.
Anytime.
Yeah, okay,
Anytime
because
you
I'm
want
gonna
to
take
come,
you up
just
on
let me
that.
know.
Oh,
Please.
I'm
Don't be no
sorry.
stranger now.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. All right, and sit tight. I'm going to end this, but I have a question for you. Guys, make sure to watch the interview if you'd like to on YouTube, and for sure subscribe, and also rate and review the podcast, and check out all our socials. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I hope you're enjoying the ride on Crazy Train with Jasmine St. Clair podcast. So if you are, do me a huge, huge favor. Woo! Please go ahead. Go on to Apple Podcast or Spotify or whatever, but Apple's great. Give me a nice rating and review. Send me a screenshot, and I promise you, I will send you a special goodie bag. So please rate and review Crazy Train with Jasmine St. Clair podcast. And in exchange for that, once I see the DM with the review and your name and address, I will get those gift bags out to you. I'm not going to tell you what's in it.